It was a sunny afternoon when Professor Mostafa gathered his students for their final class on cultural awareness. The topic was global issues and their impact on different cultural groups, emphasizing the importance of positive intercultural relationships. Professor Mostafa began by addressing his students, Tariq, Layla, and Sarah, telling them, "Today, we will discuss how global issues affect different cultural groups. As citizens of the world, it's important to understand how global events shape the lives of people from various cultures." Tariq, an Egyptian student, raised his hand to contribute. "I think global issues like climate change and economic inequality affect different regions in unique ways. In Egypt, for instance, we are facing severe water scarcity due to upstream damming of the Nile River, which significantly impacts local farming communities," he explained. Layla, hailing from Germany, nodded and shared her perspective. "In Europe, immigration is a significant concern. The refugee crisis following the Syrian conflict has been a considerable challenge, and perspectives on refugees vary based on cultural and historical contexts related to immigration," she observed. Sarah, who was from Malaysia, offered, "In Southeast Asia, deforestation and biodiversity loss impact indigenous peoples who rely on the forest for their livelihoods. While these are global issues, the local cultural implications are profound." Professor Mostafa nodded thoughtfully. "These examples illustrate that global issues have both local and cultural dimensions. Understanding these impacts highlights the interconnectedness of our world." He then posed a question: "How do we avoid the mindset that one culture is superior to another when discussing global issues?" Tariq suggested, "Recognize that every culture has its strengths. An example is the sustainable living practices of many indigenous cultures. There is no single correct way to live." Layla added, "Respecting cultural differences rather than judging them is crucial. Every culture offers unique perspectives and wisdom." Professor Mostafa confirmed, "Respect forms the basis of positive intercultural relationships. Every culture's history and values contribute to our global community's richness. Culture doesn't follow a hierarchy. All cultures are equally significant." The discussion turned to how positive intercultural relationships are maintained. Sarah said, "Listening is crucial. Truly hearing someone can prevent assumptions about their emotions or intentions, showing respect for their experiences." Tariq added, "Patience and adaptability are vital. Communication styles vary among cultures. For example, indirect communication in Egypt versus direct communication in the US. Recognizing these differences helps foster relationships." Layla stated, "Mindfulness of nonverbal cues is also essential. Eye contact can mean respect in one culture, but confrontation in another. Understanding these subtleties avoids misinterpretations." Professor Mostafa concluded, "Each of you made excellent points. Being mindful of cultural differences and engaging in open, respectful dialogue strengthens intercultural relationships."